Welcome to another episode of The Drop, the weekly show that lets you know the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the PC, the Switch, whatever they might be coming out on, we will talk about them right here. Of course, coming soon, we'll be talking more about the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X games hitting your systems this holiday season, so if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and stay up to date throughout the year. But today we have a pretty big release. FIFA 21 is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. Feels like it's a bit later than normal, but hey, what do I know? I'm just the guy that talks about video games online. Then you have Baldurs Gate 3, Ride 4, and more, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's kick things off with our headliner, FIFA 21, coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC. It is worth noting, if you buy the PS4 or the Xbox One version of the game, you do get the next gen upgrade for free whenever the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X launch. Play the world's game with 17,000 plus players, over 700 teams in 90 plus stadiums, and more than 30 leagues from all over the globe. There are multiple game modes including FIFA Ultimate Team, Career Mode, House Rules, and, new to Steam, Volta Football. Now I would dig deeper into each of these modes, but essentially if you play FIFA, you know what these are. If you know what these are, you play FIFA, they go hand in hand. With that being said though, the big addition for this year's game is Volta Football on the Steam version of the game on PC, so if you like street soccer, that one might speak to you. Now the other big feature here is the fact that it is going to be the first FIFA game on next-gen hardware. It is the first PS5/Xbox Series X game, so hopefully it has been tuned to run really well on those new pieces of hardware, but ultimately we'll have to wait until the upgrade comes for us to see exactly how it fares. But if you do want to pick up the game this week, it is coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, the Switch, and the PC, and once more, if you do want to buy it, there is no risk if you plan on upgrading to the next-gen hardware, because you do get that free upgrade. Next up we have Baldurs Gate 3 coming out on PC. Gather your party and return to the Forgotten Realms in a tale of fellowship and betrayal, sacrifice and survival, and the lure of absolute power. Mysterious abilities are awakening inside you, drawn from a mind flayer parasite planted in your brain. Resist and turn darkness against itself, or embrace corruption and become ultimate evil. From the creators of Divinity Original Sin 2 comes a next-generation RPG set in the world of Dungeons & Dragons. Choose from a wide selection of D&D races and classes, or play as an origin character with a handcrafted background. Adventure, loot, battle, and romance as you journey through the Forgotten Realms and beyond. Play alone and select your companions carefully, or as a party of up to 4 in multiplayer. An expansive original story awaits you. Abducted, infected, lost, you are turning into a monster, but as the corruption inside you grows, so does your power. That power may help you to survive, but there will be a price to pay, and more than any ability, the bonds of trust that you build within your party could be your greatest strength. Caught in a conflict between devils, deities, and sinister otherworldly forces, you will determine the fate of the Forgotten Realms together. Forged with the new Divinity 4.0 engine, Baldurs Gate 3 gives you unprecedented freedom to explore, experiment, and interact with a world that reacts to your choices. A grand, cinematic narrative brings you closer to your characters than ever before as you venture through our biggest world yet. No adventure will ever be the same. The Forgotten Realms are a vast, detailed, and diverse world, and there are secrets to be discovered all around you. Verticality as a vital part of exploration. Sneak, dip, shove, climb, and jump as you journey from the depths of the Underdark to the glittering rooftops of the Upper City. How you survive and the mark you leave on the world is up to you. In my mind, Baldur's Gate is one of the iconic RPG franchises. If you are into role-playing, this is ultimately the perfect game for you. Of course, Divinity Original Sin 2, very popular game over the course of the past few years, especially in the PC space, but Baldur's Gate 3 looks to be bringing that to another level. Of course, the new engine is going to make the game run and look better than ever before, and it really should be a fantastic time, especially, again, for those that are fans of role-playing and obviously Dungeons & Dragons. So if you do want to dive into Baldur's Gate 3 this week, it is coming out on PC. And finally, to round out today's main releases, we have Ride 4 coming out on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. Are you ready to live the best gaming experience that a motorcycle fan can get? Ride 4 will spark your competitive soul with hundreds of bikes, dozens of tracks, and a whole new level of realism. New and enhanced contents. Choose among hundreds of officially licensed bikes and ride on dozens of tracks all around the world, carefully designed with an extraordinary level of detail. Every asset has been created starting from CAD data, laser and 3D scanning to achieve precision down to the smallest detail, and lets you enjoy the best two-wheel racing experience ever. Choose your path. Jump into an amazing and dynamic adventure that interacts with your decisions and choose your own path from the regional events up to the professional leagues. Show your riding skills through challenging races, ability tests, track days, and a huge set of events. You could even become an official tester for the most celebrated manufacturers. Day-night cycle, dynamic weather, and endurance races. Ride 4 features a fully dynamic weather condition system and a complete day-night cycle. Experience the race in a new light and prove you are the best rider in any condition. And for the first time, the endurance mode will put your tenacity to the test with animated pit stops and long-lasting races. Prepare to face a world where strategy is the ultimate ingredient of your success. Of course, Neural AI. Let us introduce you to Anna, Artificial Neural Network Agent, our revolutionary neural AI system based on machine learning. Race against faster, smarter, more accurate riders, and compete with an AI more human than ever. Expanded customization. Race with your own style. Choose among plenty of official brands for your rider's outfit and customize your bikes aesthetically and mechanically. Unleash your creativity and design your helmet, suit, and bike livery in total freedom thanks to our new graphics editor. And once you're done, share your creations online or just discover the best designs of the community. And finally, online competitions. Enjoy the most complete and lag-free online multiplayer experience ever thanks to our dedicated servers. When it comes to motorcycle racing games, this is the Forza Motorsport of motorcycles. This is a very simulator-based game, so go in expecting that. But for fans of the racing genre, this is one that's pretty well received. Of course, obviously, there have been 4 games, and it keeps coming back time after time, so if you do want to dive into Ride 4, it is coming out this week on the PS4, the Xbox One, and the PC. To round out today's show, we have a couple of honorable mentions. First off, Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 Grand Prix is coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Ministry of Broadcast is coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch as well. And Falcon Age is coming to the Nintendo Switch. But that rounds out today's episode of The Drop. If you enjoyed today's show, drop me a like down below and let me know what games caught your eye this week. Are you picking up Baldur's Gate? Are you a huge fan of FIFA? Or do you want to dive into Ride 4? Or perhaps you're saving for some big games coming out in the next few weeks? Would love to hear your thoughts. But until next time, you guys have a fantastic week. I'll talk to you soon, and peace.